What could be better than beautifully roasted pork with crunchy, golden pork crackling? Sometimes getting the crackling on your roast pork just right can be tricky, but with a Weber gas barbecue, it's so easy. Today we're going to show you how to cook roast pork with mouth-watering pork crackling that your family and friends will just love. We'll show you how to create a perfect accompaniment to our pork, a smooth and sweet apple sauce. To create that amazing pork crackling, you'll need to use very high temperatures when you start cooking, so it's extremely important that you preheat the barbecue to get it really hot. You'll need to follow these simple steps to get your Genesis ready to roast. To light your barbecue, turn your gas bottle on. Press and turn the left-hand control knob to the ignite position. Now once the burner is lit, immediately turn it to the high position. And repeat this to light the other main burners. When preheating for roasting pork crackling, set the outside burners to high plus and set the inside burners to medium. But if you have a 3-burner Genesis, set the outside burners to high and the centre burner to medium. Preheat with the lid closed for 10 minutes. Today we're cooking a pork loin on the bone. The best way to get perfect crackling is to ensure that the skin is completely dry and at room temperature. So take your pork out of the fridge an hour or so before you start cooking. Now when buying your loin of pork, ask the butcher to score the skin for you. But if you prefer to do it yourself, just make sure that you don't cut too deep. You only want to cut through the outer skin and just into the fat layer. Around 3mm deep is a good gauge. Pat the skin dry with paper towel. Then rub a small amount of olive oil onto the skin and apply a generous amount of salt. To estimate the cooking time for our pork loin, I'm going to measure the meat through the thickest part, because when roasting, heat is absorbed from the outside of the meat into the centre, so we use the thickness of the meat rather than its weight to estimate the time needed to cook it through. 1 minute per millimetre is a pretty good guide to cook a roast like this to medium. Our pork loin measures around 80mm to its thickest part, so it will take around 80 minutes to cook it through. Okay, the barbecue has been preheating for 10 minutes, so now we're ready to cook. When roasting for crunchy pork crackling, we want very high initial heat to circulate evenly around the meat. So to roast, we turn the 2 centre burners off, leaving the 2 outside burners on high plus. On the 3-burner Genesis 2 LX, turn the centre burner off, leaving the outside burners on high. Now let's place our roast into the centre of the cooking grill and close the lid. If you have a 3-burner Genesis 2 LX, 20 minutes into the cooking time, adjust the outside burners to 2 notches less than high, which is the roast setting. Now it's time to get that apple sauce ready. You'll need 4 apples peeled and diced, the juice of 1 lemon, 1/4 cup of caster sugar, and 1/2 cup of water. We're using a Weber casserole dish to cook our sauce. Place it on the side burner and cook your ingredients on high for 10 minutes, stirring regularly. Once all the water has evaporated, turn the burner down to low and continue to cook and stir until the apples have softened and broken down into this beautiful sauce. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry and I can't wait to check out this pork. Have a look at that. Perfect crackling pork, just ready for our applesauce. Remember, all the information you need to get the best out of your Weber Genesis 2 LX can be found in this little cookbook that comes with your barbecue.